Greetings, this 49th day, meaningful moments, 365 days, rainbow people. That was my meaningful moment. You might be wondering, what does she mean by rainbow people? Well, I'll start out with a simple story. Yesterday, I was on a video chat with my granddaughter. And you know children, they're so easy to play with. Their imaginations are active and ready. They're creative little beings, just pure energy. So I told her I wanted to do a little bit of yoga with her because her mom had told me that she was getting into some yoga poses. And the other day we had been on the phone, I mentioned it yesterday on Meaningful Moments and doing a little pose and how she wanted to try it with those fresh eyes that I spoke about yesterday. And so yesterday when we were talking, I told her I wanted to show her a little something that she could do. And that was to create a little rainbow bubble. I didn't go into a lot of explanation, but I held the intention of how we balance our energy chakras, each of these colors, starting from our first root chakra and all the way up to our crown chakra, and each of those colors of the rainbow, from the red to the orange sacral, to the yellow solar plexus, to the green heart, to the throat blue, to indigo here in the third eye, and all the way up here to the crown, our beautiful violet. But I didn't go into all that explanation. I just showed her. I said, I wanted to teach you how to do this beautiful little rainbow that we can do for ourselves. And I took my hands here. She was very intently watching. And then I just said, and we just take a deep breath and go up, 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 up. And then whoosh, bring the rainbow down like a big bubble all around us. She liked that. And then we went on and we played some and just had fun. And I shared a little bit about that on one of the posts today. But it was a meaningful moment because this idea that was often prophesied in many of the Native American traditions spoke about rainbow people returning, and that we would be stewards for the earth. There would be a reconnection with our Mother Earth. And that's a lot of what's been coming, and it's not just what I've been envisioning, but so many people and so many movements, and maybe different angles and perspectives, but there's still this resonance with this idea that there's as well as there's one part that may be showing a separation and division and collapsing of different systems, there's another movement also underway, and that's about that reconnection and people reconnecting to things that are of deeper value than just material things on this plane. So there's a reconnection with our soul, with our health, on different levels, ways to rein in and use our feelings and even emotions to understand them and how to work with them. How to use our thinking in a free way, a truly free way that's not just, the preconceived constructs and belief systems that we have bought into for a number of reasons. There's no blame in all this, but just the way it's come about and how we're evolving as people now. And in many ways, that's kind of symbolic of this idea of the rainbow people returning. So, aligning all these chakras, and if you're familiar with the colors of them and the frequencies and how they work with us and balancing us in body, mind, and soul. And that would be, the physical body also, physically in the actual physiological part of our body, and the emotional realm and the mental realm. So body, mind as not just in the brain, but the mind as in consciousness also, and then the soul, which connects us to this greater energy and spirit, or any other interpretation you have of that, the oneness, God, source, whatever you want to call it. And when we connect all this together and we understand that we're here as beings in this full connection and not just a form of a human being, but we have this capacity of energy moving through us. And then we can go creating this bubble and holding that energy all around me, because it's like a vortex, a whole field of energy all around me. And I can enter the day this way, I can close my day this way, and be cozy, nuzzled up, safe, secure, protected, loved abundantly in this bubble of rainbow light. And that was the little piece that I got to play and share with my granddaughter yesterday, and showing her how to do that little preservation and protection of her energy. And then I spoke to my son about it and ways that he could help assist with that and facilitate that. And the thing is that our children now, especially, that are arriving, are so receptive to these little pieces. And our intention, our practice can then help them as well. Whether you're a parent, you're an aunt, a sister, a brother, a cousin, or a grandparent, that we get this opportunity to work with our little ones and the future generations. And perhaps this is really about the prophecy of the rainbow people returning now. And so with that, and that meaningful moment for us today, holding all that protective rainbow light with each of us. Namaste.